Hey friends, welcome to your week 26 yoga practice. This will be a fully restorative, gentle, supported practice. That being said, you will need some props. Grab a bolster or a couple of pillows, 2 blocks or something firm that can elevate the surface up to you, and then either a blanket or a rolled up towel. This is more for like a little headrest. Go ahead and light some candles, get really comfy in your clothing, maybe put on some gentle music. This is a really soft restorative practice. So do what you need to do to get into that state of relaxation. And we're gonna get started in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana. Lay your bolster lengthwise. We are going to back our pelvis or our low back up to the very edge of the bolster. Place your towel roll down as a little pillow underneath your neck or head, and then blocks will come underneath each knee. So our feet will touch in the center, and then our knees will splay open. If you'd like, you could additionally put a block or something underneath the top of the bolster, the head of the bolster, and that will prop you up a little bit more. I like to put my blocks on the medium setting, but maybe as you're able to release more, you could lower down to the lowest setting. All right, so lay your back body onto the bolster. Find a comfortable, cushiony pillow for your head. And open your arms out wide, palms up to the sky. And take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And eventually close your eyes down. I won't be cueing much in this class. The goal is for you to just take a nap, to let your body and your mind and your soul rest a little, with no need to transition or to be anywhere else. Which honestly, these practices can be the hardest types for a lot of people. To resist the urge to leave or to rush or to wiggle too much. And instead, just feel yourself supported by your props, by the ground. We're not using our muscles to hold our limbs up in any way. We are really melting down. And breaths are steady and easeful and full but unforced. And soften any clenching of your jaw or furrowing of your brow. 5 more cycles of breath here. On your last exhale, open your mouth to let the air go. As much sighing as you want in this practice is very much invited and encouraged. Use your hands to gently close your knees back together. Remove the blocks out to the side. And then we're going to roll onto our left side. Pull your bolster down so that your left leg is long, extended, and then your right knee is going to bend and come onto the bolster. Towel roll or pillow underneath your left temple. So we're here in a little supported side lying. The bolster is like a long pillow for you to rest your elbow and your right knee on. And close your eyes down again. And then breathe into the back body, the backs of the ribs, the kidney area, the low back. Again, we aren't using any tone in the muscles. So as heavy as you can let your right leg be, let it be. And these restorative nap-like practices, I think, can feel hard to justify sometimes, especially in our day and age of go, 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 and productivity and efficiency and distraction. So if that's the case for you, just acknowledge that it can be difficult, but then just know that you set aside these minutes anyways, so you might as well commit to being in them. And know that the benefits are there. We're really, really turning off our cortisol and inviting in a sense of ease as we turn on our parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest. And this is benefiting not only us, but also our babies. We are circulating good, nourishing, peaceful, easeful hormones and neurotransmitters throughout our bodies. Take 3 more cycles of breath here. And if you fall asleep, great. If you want to hang out here longer, great. And if you're ready, we are just simply going to go to the other side. So as slowly as you like, roll onto your right side. Extend your right leg long, and then bend your left knee so that it and your left elbow are supported on the bolster, and your right temple rests down onto your pillow or your towel roll. And close your eyes down and focus on a few good deep breaths in before you settle into just a natural, slow and steady rhythm. And here, see how soft you can let your bones and your muscles and your skin and your connective tissue be. Check in with your body, release any unnecessary tension. Check in with your mind if it's wandering, and if it is, just let your thoughts come and go. Maybe try to anchor them on the breath, on the inhales and exhales. And then check in with your heart, with your emotional space. Allow yourself to be present with any emotions that rise up. To not dismiss them. And if you need some guidance, maybe just invite in a sense of peace and gratitude here. We're here for 5 more cycles of breath. Option to stay here longer, or as you're ready, push down through your elbow and your hand. And we're gonna move into a supported child's pose, balasana. You could bring your towel roll underneath your knees if your knees are sensitive. You could also bring it in between your hips and your heels if you need just a little more space here. And we're gonna prop up our bolster a little bit with these blocks so that as the bolster is elevated, it creates a nice little pocket of space for our belly to hang. Bolster goes lengthwise or vertically on top of the blocks, and then inch your pelvis, your knees as close to the bolster as makes sense for you. Knees out wide, lots of space for belly and baby. And then lay your torso down, your chest down, rest one cheek onto the bolster. Your toes can be tucked or untucked, depends on if you want to stretch to the bottoms of the feet, but sometimes that tenses us up a little bit. So take what works for you. Wrap your hands around the block for a nice sense of grounding. And then here, let your shoulder blades fall softly to the sides of your rib cage. Breathe into the back of the sports bra area. The sides and backs of the waists. The back pockets and the pelvic floor. Go ahead and switch whichever cheek is resting. If you want to even them out, turn your head to the other side. And let your hips sink back toward your heels. Your pelvis feels really grounded and stable. And we are supported by the earth underneath us and by these props. And 5 more cycles of breath. How relaxed can you be here? And gently walk your hands underneath your body to lift your torso up. And we're going to move into a single-sided pigeon pose. Place both blocks at their lowest setting vertically at the top of your mat. And then bolster is going to come horizontally underneath the pelvis. Your towel roll could be underneath your back knee. We're going to bring our right leg forward first. So cross your right shin in front of your body towards the front of the mat, and then sit your right hip down onto the bolster. Stretch your left leg long behind you. Adjust the towel if you'd like underneath your left knee. And then take a moment to square your hips forward. If you feel comfortable and supported through your pelvis here, again, we're not going for the biggest sensation of stretch, but more just of releasing into this posture. And then bring your elbows down onto the blocks. I like to interlace my fingers, keep my thumbs out, and massage my forehead during this, but you don't have to. Right hip crease slides back a little bit and left hip draws forward. And breathe into the right hip. And the front line of the left leg. And even though your arms are supporting you a little bit here, see if you can soften your shoulders from your ears. And if this tends to be a really open shape for you, just know that we do have the hormone relaxin in our bodies right now, which can reduce the stability of our ligaments, especially around our SI joint and hips and back. So I would back off of this stretch and go to 75% of what you normally do. Spend 5 more breaths on this side. And give yourself space to breathe, to invite more air and oxygen into your whole body. And let it move into your pores. If anything, just time to breathe is a huge benefit of these slow classes. Big inhale. Big exhale, let it go. And then we will switch sides. Lift up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes, ground down through your back knee. And then whichever way is easiest for you to switch legs, we're going to extend our right leg long. Bolster is now supporting the left hip. Then we cross our left shin towards the front of the mat. You could bring the towel underneath your right knee for a little more cushion. And then while you're propped up on your hands, take a moment to square the pelvis forward. If you feel nice and supported here, you can lower down onto your elbows. Maybe take that little thumb massage of the forehead for a few moments, or even of your jaw with your fingertips. Get any wiggles out that you need to, and then release down. Check in with your body. Notice maybe any asymmetries from side to side without judgment. Take these last few moments to, again, just feel really supported. So instead of maxing out on the stretch, let's feel really heavy down into our bones. Three more cycles of breath. Final exhale. If you want to stay longer, you totally can. If you're ready, prop up onto your hands again. Gently release your bolster. And we're going to move into our final pose, a shavasana of sorts, but it'll be a supported fish pose. We are going to have our two blocks at the top of the mat. One of them is going to be a headrest, and one of them is going to be lengthwise underneath our mid-back, so the place between our shoulder blades. You can do whatever setting is comfortable for you. And then the bolster will come underneath our knees, so we'll find a gentle bend of the knees. This takes some slack off the low back and can help with low back pain or tension. So slide that bottom block between your shoulder blades. Lay your body down, and then top block is a headrest behind the crown of your head. Arms rest down by your sides and close your eyes down. And this is a big heart-opening pose. But we're focusing that extension and opening from above the rib cage and belly button and above, instead of at the belly and at the low back. So if you need, you can take a little lengthening of your tailbone down between your inner thighs. And here we breathe into the rib cage and into the chest, up under the collarbones and armpits. Heart opening and hip opening postures can be intense for different reasons for different people. So as you're here, just notice what is tensing up that doesn't need to be. Maybe it's your face again, or maybe your shoulders are rounded and you can open them up more. And I'm sure everyone can soften a little more through the low back space in the front of the hips. We are in no rush to leave, so just be here with all of you. And this is where I'm going to leave you, but please feel good here for as long as you can. Thank you for practicing with me, and I'll see you next time.